Hello and welcome everyone to the Solano College Sports Network. My name is Drew Kirby and I will be your play-by-play announcer for tonight. Alongside me, Holden Beers and David Bailey. They will be your color commentators tonight. We are here in the Solano College Gymnasium where the Falcons are set to face off the Marin Mariners in their 7th conference game of the year. Without further ado, let's take a look at Coach Borchardt's first five.
Macy Wilcox, Rio Vista High School.
Jay Dixon, Fairfield High School.
Aaliyah Hayes, Intercom High School.
Amari Mason, Belleville West High School.
Ale Ibarra, Vanden High School.
Julia Wright, Heritage High School.
Thank you for those graphics, Jaden. That was our executive producer, Jaden Smith, who made that. Special shout out to him for making it all able from behind the scenes. And now, Holden, what can you tell us about this Marin Mariners starting five?
So for their starting five, they have Aaliyah Holmes, Isabella Crosswhite, Matthias Sherman, Samantha Morris, and Alani Leomidi. They're 9-10 on the year, 3-2 in conference play, but they lost their last game only by 3 points to Napa Valley. It was a tough loss for them. And they're led by Isabel Crosswhite, who has been one of the best players in the conference, the Bay Valley Conference so far, leading the conference in rebounds per game and field goal percentage. And she's also second in points per game at 17.6 overall and 20.4 in conference play. So look for her to be their key to winning the game tonight for Marin.
Yeah, very, very interested to see how Crosswhite plays. Very excited to see her. And David, I know you've done your research on the Solano team. Who could you tell me you think will have a good game tonight?
Well, for the Solano Falcons, a player to watch will be Amari Mason, a 5'10 combo guard. She averages a double-double on the season, 14 and 11, and she is also the 5th leading scorer in the Bay Conference. And as well of a player as she is offensively, she's also a very stout defender, posting averages of 1.9 steals and 2.9 blocks a game. And so look for her to have a really good game tonight.
And with Solano winning the tip, we are now underway. As Amari Mason is going to start off the game. Her shot is no good. And that was Crosswhite with the rebound, who, like you said, is one of the leading rebounders in the conference. Backboard shot is good by Alani.
Good ball movement right there by Marin to find that open shot at the top of the key for the first points of the game.
Now here's Macy Wilcox back out to Jay Dixon. She's going to try to pull her mid-range shot, no good, but an offensive rebound by Aaliyah Hayes. She's going to put it up and get a foul call, which will give her 2 shots at the charity strip.
Solano has been a great offensive rebounding team so far this year, and that's what's led them to get these dominant victories over their 8-game win streak.
That first shot is good by Aaliyah. She had a great game last night. I believe she had 11, 6, and 6 on 50% shooting. So great game as she starts off tonight with another great start. She's at 2 points.
Solano doing a little bit of press coverage here to start the game on Marin.
Yeah, that's kind of their signature. They're kind of just an intense team as bodies drop on the floor.
And they come into this game hot, riding an 8-game win streak, and their last 3 games, they've held their opponents to under 40 points a night, so they look to continue that against a very skilled Marin team.
Back to that full court press, Dixon, she does what she always does, trying to intercept the pass and level the other player.
Solano appears to be in a bit of a zone look on defense.
Another shot by Alani, but that time is no good. Rebounded by Ale Ibarra. And now here's Amari Mason. Just going to slow it down. Try to see if there's a better shot available.
Marin going with a zone defense as well. Looks like both teams are game planning the same thing on the defensive end.
Amari Mason's going to try it for 3, but no good. And another offensive rebound by Aaliyah Hayes.
Nice rebound.
Jay Dixon, another mid-range and no good. But this time Marin is able to get the rebound and will push it the other way.
I like how fast Marin's playing to open up this game. They really have Solano on their heels defensively.
Morris going inside with a reverse lay, but that's all air, and it will be Solano ball.
Yeah, I think they, like you were saying, they are very fast-paced to start this game. I think that's what they need to do to match the pace of this also very fast Solano team. And maybe that's like what they went over practice the past couple of days, to that part of their game plan to defeat Solano.
So now here's Wilcox on the other wing. Down low pass to Aaliyah Hayes, but it's slipped out of her hands. And now Crosswhite will bring it up. Pass to Aaliyah Holmes. Back out to Alani, and she shoots another three, and that one's front rim. She is now 1 for 3 from three. Jade Dixon with the rebound, and she's going to push. Wilcox out to Mason. And Wilcox is going to try it from deep, and it's no good. Almost rebounded by Aaliyah, and it's almost gotten from Wilcox, but she can't get it as Marin has the ball.
That one-on-one matchup down low between Ibarra and Crosswhite is going to be key in terms of rebounding and scoring for Marin. Since Crosswhite's their leading scorer, and she only scores in the post. She has only attempted 2 threes total this season.
Now as this crowd gets riled up, Solano is now looking for a defensive stop. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Marin's got to look for something now. Down low pass, and it is swatted by Ale Ibarra.
That was a rejection. That is what we call that. That was a monster block by Ibarra right there.
And Ibarra played terrific in their last game against Napa Valley. Had a double-double, 19 and 12, 8 of 13 from the field, so she'll also be a key player tonight for the Falcons.
That three by Alani is good, and now she is 2 for 4 from three to open up the gates as Solano is going to take their very first timeout.
She seems like that player that just gets the ball and wants to shoot it whenever she gets it. Kind of like if we compare it to a men's player on the Solano team, Matthew Elliott, who we call the sniper. Anytime he seems like he gets the ball from any range in the three-point area, he shoots it. And if it goes in or not, he'll still shoot it no matter what.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what shooters do, you know. Shooters shoot. Everybody's heard that term. And if you're opening the gates going 2 for 4, 50% from three, you're going to get the green light all night long.
And against the zone look, those shots are going to be there for both of these teams, so it'll be interesting to see how often they do choose to shoot from the perimeter.
Yeah, it's still early, and I know Solano only has 2 minutes into this game, but if I were to take a guess, I would assume that this is going to be a very high-scoring game. Solano is coming out from their timeout. Jade Dixon will bring it up. Just 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Here's Wilcox. Cross-court pass to Mason. They've had a couple of those as she pulls it for three and swishes it. Chain music.
It's raining threes in this game right now.
Yeah, and for Solano, we'll see who steps up tonight because they are without Julia Wright, who is their leading three-point shooter on the season, and so that's a big three by Mason right there to hopefully kind of get the team going from the outside.
There's Crosswhite down low. And Ibarra with the steal. Another great defensive play by her as Dixon's going to take it up, looking for Aaliyah Hayes. That's her mid-range game, and you know, if she shoots it, that shot is almost guaranteed to go in.
That's what Solano's got to do on defense against Crosswhite. Just disrupt her rhythm, disrupt her flow, and get the ball out of her hands. And, you know, they doubled her 2 possessions ago, and now they get the steal on her. Their defensive game plan seems to be working so far.
And Drew just mentioned that it could be a high-scoring game, and this is a very fast-paced start for both these teams.
That's going to be a travel, which will go the other way. Solano ball.
Good timeout by Solano's coach as now the momentum seems to have shifted after the timeout back over to Solano. They're on a 5-0 run so far.
Subs for Marin as Matea Sherman subs out. So now here's Wilcox on that wing. Gets doubled. Looking to pass out as she is able to find Dixon. And Amari's going to shoot it for another three. High arc, and it is still cash.
Same spot, too.
10-6, Solano up with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. And a foul is called on Jade Dixon. She's clearly unhappy. She thought that should have been a steal.
That's already her second foul in this first quarter. Yeah, and she will get subbed out. Tough break for her right there.
So Ella Gervasani is going to come in for Dixon. So here's Leah Holmes looking to form some type of play. The double comes from Solano. So cross white down low. That's that matchup you were talking about. And yet another block for Ale Ibarra. She's been great tonight.
She's dominating so far in the post. I mean, 2 blocks already and a steal. We're only halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, they've not really allowed Marin to get cross-white the ball down low. They're kind of fronting her, denying her post position. So great job by Ibarra there.
Aaliyah Hayes going to drive in and get it. The lefty layup is good. So now it is 12-6. Solano has doubled their opponent. Stolen by Ella Gervasani in the passing lane, and now Amari Mason will bring it up. Bit of a run by Solano. We'll see what they could do on this possession, as it is too high of a pass for Gervasani as that ball goes out of bounds. And Wilcox and Ibarra will sub out, and back in is Jaden Reed and Wilburn. They're going to call a travel. So another turnover for this Marin team.
It's full court press. It's Solano's signature thing on defense, and it disrupts every opponent in terms of their momentum, and it's working so far. Solano's on a 10-0 run right now.
Mason's going to try another 3. That one's a little bit too strong, but an offensive rebound by Jaden Reed. Going to pass it out to Mason. Why not let it fly again?
Bit of a heat check right there.
Yep. And that's okay that one didn't go in.
Yeah, Solano's just throwing bodies at cross-white down low. She is not able to get position down there so far.
She just had another turnover, as you said that.
Leah Hayes going to try the mid-range. That one's no good. And Marin will take it the other way with just 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Marin's got to do something on offense right here. They've been in a really cold slump.
It's going to be a deep 3, and it's a little bit too strong as Jaden Reed gets the rebound.
And that's about all that's been working for Marin on offense so far is those deep 3s that she's been making. But other than that, they have been turning the ball over, having travels, getting block shots, ball going out of bounds, turning it back over to Solano. There's nothing going on offense for them right now.
Jaden Reed is going to get fouled from the mid-range shot, and we'll get a chance, 2 points from the line. Leah Hayes is going to get a round of applause as she's subbed out, and Macy Wilcox will replace her with just 3 minutes left to go in this first quarter, as the first free throw is good for Jaden Reed.
Yeah, and Solano shoots just 56% from the free throw stripe on this season, so a good start here for them from the free throw line.
As she makes both. So like you said, David, definitely a good start for the Solano squad as they are back to the full court press. And Amari Mason gets the steal. What do you know? She's going to push it, drive it in. No foul call, but makes a layup.
That was a nice bucket right there.
That was some pure athleticism right there by Amari Mason. Great play on both ends of the floor.
Nasty finish, no doubt, and it is now a 10-point lead for Solano early in this game. Here's Samantha Morris. Back out to Ty as she gets fouled, driving in.
And that was the first time I think we've seen Marin actually penetrate and get to the basket so far in this game, so they're going to get an opportunity to knock down 2 free throw shots.
Yeah, I think they just got to spread the ball around more, have more ball movement, and find more open shots down low. And they had one right there, and they got the foul call.
Two of 2 are good for Ty Chappelle. So now it is 16-8 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Here's Ella Gervasani on the wing. She's going to let it fly. That one was no good. She just had 7 points last game. Good game from her. And Isabel Crosswhite drove in and got free throws. So like you guys said, you guys thought they should have drove in, and looks like that's what they might be doing now, as back-to-back fouls are called on Solano.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're going to have to do. They're not a very good three-point shooting team. So it's about where they're going to get most of their cash from on the offensive end.
And with Ibarra on the bench right now, we could look to see Crosswhite maybe be a little more aggressive and try to do some stuff down low.
Crosswhite goes 1 of 2 for the line. As Mari Mason throws it away. So here's Marin, and they can't finish on the fast break, and that is going to be a jump ball, so it will stay Marin ball. But Solano was able to stop that fast break, which is crucial.
That was a great 1-on-2 defensive play by Amari Mason right there. Granted, I think they should have pump faked that shot instead of passing it back, but
3 is no good by Aaliyah Holmes. And Ale Ibarra is back in for Wilburn as she has 2 fouls already tonight. Gonna swing it one more. Jaden Reed back out to Mason. And that one is all air, so it will go the other way. Just a minute 30 left to go in this first quarter. It's been a quick game so far. We'll see what has to hold for us later on. Here's Ty Chappelle. Shot by Crosswhite is no good, so Amari Mason will bring it the other way.
And although she missed that shot right there, I think we've seen Marin look a little smoother on offense these last few possessions down the court.
That 3 was no good by Jaden Reed off of a good pass from Macy Wilcox. So Leah Holmes looking for someone. And that whistle is blown. Will be on Jaden Reed. So Leah Hayes is going to come in to replace her.
that is also Reed's second foul of the first quarter. Solano getting into some foul trouble here early in the game.
And Solano is already shorthanded because of an injury from Julia Wright, one of their better players. She got injured on Monday in practice and is unfortunately wearing a boot. So hopefully her recovery goes smoothly, as she says she wants to play by that Laney game. So with Solano in some foul trouble and missing some players, I am very curious to see what's going to happen later on in this game.
Yeah, other players are definitely going to have to step up, and Julia Wright is their top shooter like we mentioned earlier, so they're going to have to make shots from the outside from other players.
Gervasani on the wing, back out to Mason. Wilcox is going to get her three. It's no good. Ibarra almost able to get the offensive rebound, but unable to hang on to it, so it will be Marin ball. With just 30 seconds left of play, this could be the final possession of the first quarter. We'll see what the Mariners can do with it. Julia Holmes back out to Alani. Her three-pointer. She's hit two so far. Can't get it for a third. So now the shot clock is off, and Solano will now have a chance to extend this lead.
Solano on offense has been kind of stale, but they've been finding open shots, especially from the three-point line, but they just can't get them to fall.
Mason, 4 seconds left to go. Got to find a shot. And Aaliyah Hayes stepped out of bounds, so they are unable to get a shot up.
Really nice defensive possession from Marin there, forcing Solano to move the ball, drive, and then obviously cut off the passing lanes.
Alani is just going to hold on to the ball, so that will now be a end of the first quarter. 16-10, just a 6-point lead. There's been some highs and lows this game so far, and I think we are set for a good game tonight. Any thoughts so far from what you've seen in this first quarter?
Well, I think both teams have played at a really good pace, very fast-paced game. You mentioned it being a high-scoring game. I think both teams are really taking advantage of the zone looks, getting up shots from the perimeter. Unfortunately, not shooting the best right now. But I think as the game progresses, we'll see them obviously start to heat up and then just kind of keep the pace going, and just we'll see if they stick with the zone look or not.
Yeah, and as for Marin, I mean, on offense, they started to pick it up towards the end of that first quarter. They were using more ball movement, finding more open shots, and Solano might switch it up here on the defensive end. Maybe they'll either stick to the full court press, but go switch to a man defense to maybe man up Ibarra with Crosswhite, as that has been working well so far for them. So I don't know. I mean, Marin is only 2 of 11 from the field so far, but they have been fouled a lot, so Solano's going to have to stay out of foul trouble to keep this lead.
Something that I saw from the Solano offense in this first quarter was it was a lot of just not a lot of off-ball movement. I know there was 3 people on the, one on the wing, one at the top, and one on the other wing, and they're kind of just sharing the rock from one to another back until someone's open from that 2-3 zone. And even though they are good shots, they're 2 for 9 right now from 3. And at some point, if the shots aren't falling, I think you got to move on from a different game plan, see if you get something inside, more off-ball movement, screens, something different if those threes can't fall tonight.
Yeah, I did notice Ibarra was calling for the ball down in the post while they were, passing it around at the top of the key between the wings. And, maybe she's got some more confidence going into tonight's game after having a good outing last game.
Yeah, as she should. She's been great. She was great last game, and she's been phenomenal on the defensive side of the ball this game. She's definitely been a great center for the Solano team, and she is top 5 in field goal percentage in the Bay Valley Conference. So definitely a great, valuable center for the Solano team as we are underway for the second quarter.
And she's got a smaller defender on her on offense right now. Well, Crosswhite just switched on to her in the zone, but they could look to get Ibarra some looks inside.
Ella Gervasani tries to save the air ball 3 from Hayes, but unable to save it, so it will be Marin ball.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, they did the same thing. They just passed it between the wings, and they had an open shot, but they just can't get it to fall. Now they're 2 of 10, 20% from the 3.
Here's Sherman to Crosswhite, back out to Holmes. A lot of ball movement for this Marin team. And she gets fouled on the jump shot. That was Ty Chappelle.
Yeah, Marin is putting a lot of pressure on Solano's defense right now, drawing fouls almost every time down the court.
First free throw is too short. And Chappelle goes 1 of 2 as she looks to be tripped over someone, but it looks like she's okay. Jay Dixon up top. Rivasani on the wing. Jay Dixon's going to try it for 3. That one no good, but an offensive rebound by Rivasani. Good hustle from her. As they're going to reward her for a 3, but it's no good. And another offensive rebound by Hayes.
Yeah, and Solano averages 52 rebounds a game compared to just 35 from Marin, so look for second chance points tonight to be a big category to watch out for.
Mason's mid-range jumper is no good, and Marin is finally able to get a defensive rebound to end that possession.
Yeah, Solano playing good offense right there. They just need to make their shots, and they'll have a bigger lead.
Alani Leomidi with another 3. That's going to put her at 9 points so far in this game. She's been great for them tonight.
Yeah, she has. She's pulling the trigger anytime she's slightly open. I mean, it's working so far.
And they're going to call a travel on that. That was Jay Dixon.
It's a rare mistake by her. She's usually a very efficient and smart player when it comes to the Solano team.
Yeah, definitely a mature player on both sides of the ball, that is, too. So here's Alani. Going to get doubled, but that was a good contest by Dixon as Marin is able to get the offensive rebound.
Nice play by Crosswhite to tip it out to the guard to keep the possession.
There's Chappelle driving in, able to find Crosswhite, but it intercepted by Mason. She's going to go all the way coast to coast, pump fake, no good. Offensive rebound, and she can't get it on the second chance. And a timeout is called. That was Marin. So now both sides will talk it over, see what they can come up with for some plays. Great defensive steal by Mason. Just got to be able to finish those.
Yeah, she's so fast on both ends of the floor, but just unfortunately missed those 2 layups at the end right there, and they're only shooting 21% from the field right now, and off to a very cold shooting slump to start the second quarter.
And it looks like we got a celebrity in the building. That is our mascot, a Falcon. There he is, trying to get the Solano crowd riled up. Some high fives. There we go. Someone showing effort. We appreciate it as they are out from the timeout, and Marin will bring it up.
Solano seems to have backed out of that press coverage they were doing frequently in the first quarter.
And a steal by Gervasani. She's going to take it up. One more to Jade Dixon, and she is going to be able to hit that layup. Great transition bucket for that Solano team as they are up 18-14 with 7:20 to go.
Yeah, right as you say that, they back off the press and they get a steal on the defensive end, so they'll probably keep off of that for the rest of the game.
Chappelle's shot is all air. Rebounded Dixon, and they're going to push. And that ball was thrown a little bit too early. Ibarra was unable to see it, just some miscommunication. So that is going to be a turnover for the Solano team, as Dixon is going to get subbed out for Macy Wilcox.
Yeah, Dixon looking to have a slow start to the game so far. 2 fouls, a couple turnovers. Hopefully she can get it back up going, because we know she's a really good player. And
here's a 3. That one was too strong by Alani Leomidi.
Good cut.
That was a very great cut, but unable to finish.
it's a great find by Crosswhite, too. She seems to be a facilitator even in the post.
So now here's Ale Ibarra. She's going to drive in and shoot it. That one a little bit too strong. Offensive rebound by Wilcox, and can't hit that one either. A lot of second chance opportunities for the Solano team, yet not a lot of results.
Yeah, they've come out a little flat offensively to start this second quarter.
Open 3 by Leah Holmes. Too strong. And as that hits the top of the backboard, that will be out of bounds. Solano ball. Leah Hayes and Ibarra will sub out. And Jaden Reed and Kimani Wilburn will come in for the Falcons.
With Ibarra subbed out, look for Marin to be more aggressive on the offensive end, especially down the post.
Mason's going to try it for 3, and another 3 for Amari Mason. That's going to bring her to 11 points early on in this game.
They've been finding open shots like that. They just can't get them to fall lately, and there they go with one right there. Hopefully they can light a spark for their offense.
Bad pass from Marin, but they're able to keep the ball. And there is Isabel Crosswhite. Like you said, they are now attacking inside. So we'll see if they keep that up with Ale out. As soon as Macy Wilcox thought about it, but going to take the 2. Too strong. And Marin will end up with the ball. Just 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Here's Leah Holmes. She seems to be a great facilitator for this Marin team up top. And she's going to try a 3 and unable to hit, so she is still pointless in this game. Scoreless, I should say, not pointless. No one's pointless.
Solano was playing good defense there, not letting any open shots come up for Marin, and causes the turnover.
Zamari Mason can't leave her open, as that one was no good. And a long rebound by Leah Holmes, and she will now take it the other way with just 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Great athleticism from Mason right there, almost able to get the ball as she swats it. It will stay Marin ball as Aaliyah Hayes comes in for Macy Wilcox.
That ball hadn't fully gone out of bounds when they called it out of bounds, and she had touched it before it hit the ground, so interesting.
As for Marin, Matiah Sherman subs out, and in comes Ty Chappelle. Here she is with the ball, working on Aaliyah Hayes, going to drive in herself. Strong finish, but can't get it to fall. But did get fouled, so she will earn a chance for 2 shots at the line.
Yeah, and both Solano and Marin seem to have slowed it down a little bit on offense here to start the second quarter. Now they're going back to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, I think Marin's key so far to staying in this game and getting to the foul line more is being more physical and more aggressive especially on the offensive end. Just driving in through the double teams and drawing those fouls. That could be something to look out for towards the end of this game.
So now Leah Hayes going to pass it down low to Wilburn. And that 3 is blocked by Ty Chappelle.
That was a great defensive play by her. She was on the ball, and it was a great step back by Gervasoni, but she read it perfectly and got the block.
Here's Crosswhite, down low pass. Good defense by Mason, but Marin gets the offensive rebound and able to put it up for 2 points.
Yeah, and Marin now, the difference I think from this quarter, from the first quarter, is that they're moving the ball not just on the perimeter. They're getting it inside, second chance opportunities, and they got a good shot right there.
Yeah, great point, David, as here's Jaden Reed down low. Whistle is blown, and a travel is called on Kimani Wilburn. And now Ale Ibarra is coming off the bench, getting ready to sub in for Kimani, I would assume, as she does.
Yeah, ever since Ibarra subbed out, it's been all Marin so far, and they've had the momentum. They seem to have more energy on the court as well, and I think we want to have a bar in for most of this game to keep a staple on the defensive end.
Jade Dixon is also going to come in. She's got subbed out for Ella Visani. Now here's Marin with just 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter as Matthias Sherman with a tough bucket inside. And passes like that are just a little bit too dangerous for my liking. Luckily, it wasn't stolen, so Solano will keep the ball, but passes like that are ones you kind of want to avoid.
Yeah, I think Solano just needs to slow it down a little bit on offense. They were trying to get super fast-paced like they started the game, but I think they just need to slow it down just a tiny bit to get their offense going.
Pull up mid-range from Leah Hayes is no good. And that layup by Alani is also, a jump ball is called. So it will stay Marin ball.
Great play there by Crosswhite to just get her hands on the ball and cause a jump ball, knowing it was going to be their possession next.
And that ball is stolen by Amari Mason. Another steal for her tonight. And she won't blow a layup that easily. So now she's got 13 early points. Great first half from her.
You're almost never going to be able to make that pass from the inbound, especially over Amari Mason, who is a very tall and lengthy player and very active on the defensive end.
Good move from Crosswhite. She passes out, and that 3 by Aaliyah Hayes was good. So now we're all tied up. Oh, excuse me, that was a 2. I thought that was a 3. It's not.
Yeah, but you can see right there, just the attention that Crosswhite draws down low leaves players open on the perimeter.
Good move by Jaden Reed, but can't get it to fall. As Amari Mason gets the offensive rebound and puts it up for 2.
Really strong offensive performance from Mason so far tonight.
So now we're back to a 3-point lead with just 1:45 left to go in this first half. Here's Ty Chappelle. Down low, good pass, but a travel is called. Unfortunate for Marin. And Solano catches a break.
That could halt Marin's offensive momentum as they almost got the ball down low once again right there, and maybe that'll stall their offense right now.
Good pass down low to Ale Ibarra as she's able to get the easy 2 points down low. And she's on the board now with her first points of the game. 27-22, 1:15 left to go. Marin needs something in the second half in this last minute. It's going to be Alani for 3. That one's all air. Would have been her 4th 3 of the half. Dixon, good pass with Leah Hayes. All air ball. Jay Dixon gets the rebound and puts it up. Strong finish. Tough move by Dixon. And it is now a 7-point lead for Solano.
Solano getting those offensive rebounds and taking advantage of those second chance opportunities, and now they're finally getting their shots to fall.
Three by Leah Holmes is too strong. Whistle is blown. And Dixon looks to be shooken up a little bit, maybe something on the mouth.
Yeah, this game's getting kind of physical now as we are getting closer to the second half.
She's going to be subbed out for Macy Wilcox with just 30 seconds left to go in this first half.
Yes, back to what you're saying, especially with Solano, they're getting way more physical towards the end of the second quarter, trying to get some momentum going into halftime.
Good steal by Ty Chappelle. She's going to go in, and she's going to get fouled.
Oh,
not a pretty look.
That did not look good at all.
Still on the ground as she is grabbing that right leg. And it looks like some tears might be shed. Yeah, that does not look good.
Yeah, I think she took that drop step and tried to euro her way around Mason and maybe twisted her ankle, it looked like, and fell right to the floor. She felt it immediately. Not good to see.
Yeah, in clear pain. Let's hope she's okay. Prayers out to her as she's able to sit up. And there is our mascot, like I said, in the building. Pleasure to see him here. Does he have a name, do you know?
I do not know if he has a name.
I'm
I didn't even know we had a mascot until this game.
Either.
But losing Chappelle would be their one bench player that they have in today's game, and that would leave them with only their 5 starters. So
yeah.
The fatigue could start to settle in for Marin going into the fourth quarter later in the game, and Solano might, with their stacked rotation, might have to take advantage of that at the end of the game.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you, Holden. And we know that Solano plays at such a fast pace, as Ty Chappelle is now able to get up and walking on her own 2 feet, which is great to see. Hopefully she is okay. But like you were saying, if she is out for the game, we know how fast-paced this Solano team plays. I would definitely expect them to run this Marin team as fast as they can. Get them gassed as quick as possible and go from there. So now 10 seconds left of this first half. They're going to go around the horn. Stolen. 3 seconds. Got to get a full court shot off. And she can't get it off. So that is how the first half ends. 29-22. Solano is up. Any adjustments you guys think Solano or Marin should take?
Well, I think both teams in that second quarter were turnover heavy, kind of slowed the pace down a little bit, like Holden said it was Solano. Slow it down a little bit, get looks inside, move the ball. But I think overall it was a good half for both teams. You mentioned the fatigue maybe setting in if Chappelle can't return, so that'll be a key thing to watch for in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, Marin, like you said, they turned the ball over 12 times in just that first half, and it could just get worse with the fatigue setting in as they're going to be slower, more lazy on offense. If they are have more fatigue, and Solano is going to stay active on that defensive end. We know that. So momentum for Solano so far going into halftime. Marin's going to have to really take advantage or get over that hump of losing their one bench player.
So 29-22, Solano up, and we will see you guys in 14 minutes.
What's up, guys? This is Aaliyah. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hello and welcome, everybody, back to another episode of On Campus. We are here in the SCSN studio. My name is Drew Kirby, and today we have a very special guest, Macy Wilcox. Macy, I want to get right into it. How did you fall in love with the sport of basketball, and how long have you been playing?
I fell in love with the sport, back when I was like 8th grade. And I got into the sport because an AAU coach had heard that I was like athletic, and so they called my dad and were like, hey, like, we want your daughter to come try out for our team.
Okay.
And so they kind of just threw me on the team, and I instantly fell in love with the sport.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And I do know that you originally started playing basketball at Solano in 2008, and then you stopped playing for a bit of a gap. So I was curious in what you were doing in between that gap.
I kind of fell in love or out of love with the sport, and I started focusing on life and like my career and everything. And then this last year, the assistant coach kind of came to me and was like, hey, like, do you want to finish your sophomore year out? So
yeah. And back then in 2008, the coach was still Matt Borchert, right? How was your relationship with him throughout all these years?
So funny, playing in 2008, we obviously butted heads a little bit, and then through over the years, we've kind of kept in touch here and there, and then he loved having me back this year. So
yeah. So in that 2008 team, and compared to that team you have today, what do you think is the biggest difference between those two teams?
Shoot, I wouldn't say there's a huge difference. You know, back in 2008, we kind of would go pretty hard, like in practice and everything, and I feel like this go around it's not quite there, but we always joke this year, like, oh, do the other teams know that they're playing a 33-year-old?
Yeah.
So.
And as you say, as a 33-year-old, how do you feel about that age gap between you and the rest of your teammates? Is there, like, you know, a leadership aspect that you bring to the team, or how is that?
Coming in, I was pretty nervous because I was like, they're probably thinking, like, who's this girl coming in?
Yeah.
And we all joke about it now. They're like, oh, is this a new assistant coach? Or, you know, is she in here to try and get the inside scoop on the team, this and that? But now, like, we've all come, like, past that. And, you know, I've gained some good relationships with the players. They're becoming, like, more like little sisters to me. So it's been fun.
Yeah, it's awesome to hear. And I could definitely tell that you guys have gained that bond as you guys play on court.
Yeah.
My very last question for you, why do you want to come back? What is your biggest goal for this season?
My biggest goal for this season is obviously get another banner. Like, I would love to win the championship for the BC, and then obviously go far in playoffs.
Yeah.
So that's probably my main goal.
All right, well, I think that's everything I have for you. Macy, again, thank you for joining me. It means a lot for you to take time out of your day to join us here. And that's all I have for you guys today. So until then, my name is Drew Kirby. Again, Macy Wilcox with me. And until you hear from us again, take care.
Hi, my name is Eric Visser. I'm in my 5th year as the athletic director of Solano College. To experience community college and its mission has been an outstanding experience. Solano College has a very rich tradition in intercollegiate athletics dating back to 1947. I'm very proud to communicate that rich tradition is still being continued with fine young men and women that represent Solano College on and off the court. In the fall we have the volleyball program. We have a very successful women's soccer program. We have both men's and women's basketball. And then we transition to 4 programs: baseball, of softball, men's women's tennis, and men's and women's swimming. It is our mission to excel our programs and our student athletes in academics. All of our student athletes are committed to give back to the community. And we would invite you to be a part of Solano College Athletics by visiting our website www.solanoathletics.com, and you feel a warm welcome at Solano.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
Hi, I'm Jada Reed. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
All right, and we are back underway. Second half about to start for this Solano game. They are up 29-22. Been a bit of an interesting game so far. Like I said, there's been some ups and downs. Lots of, physical game too at that. So very curious to see how the physicality goes into the second half. As The Mariners come out of their huddle.
Yeah, look for Marin to try to be more physical, as when they were being a little more fast-paced, had more energy on the court, they started to cut the deficit with Solano, and it was only a 1-point game at one point, so look for them to keep that energy up at the start of the second half.
That ball is stolen by Jay Dixon to start this third quarter. She's going to go all the way and then stop the pull-up, but it's no good. Offensive rebound by Mason, and the second chance effort is not good. Seen a couple of those in the first half. Hopefully in the second half they can start to make some of those second chance points.
Solano seems to still be in that zone look we saw the entire first half.
Almost thrown away by Mason. Unable to get to it. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Marin's got to look for something. It's going to go down low. And great defense by Amari Mason as she swats it. Good pass. In transition, the mid-range jumper is good. That was Macy Wilcox. And she's on the board with the first 2 points of the night.
Dixon is such a good facilitator in transition like that and finding the open teammate, and that's what causes them to get these open shots.
Now here's Sherman. Down low to Morris in the pass. 3 no good by Alani, but they get an offensive rebound. And another mid-range jumper by Sherman is no good. So now 31-22 with 8 minutes 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Here's Ale up top. Pull up midi is no good by Aaliyah Hayes.
Really fast start for Solano in this third quarter.
Yeah, they have a lot more movement on offense. Like we were saying, they were in the first half, they were very stale on the perimeter, just passing it back and forth, and now they're doing a bunch of more pick and rolls, setting more screens. A lot more fast-paced on the offensive end.
Dixon was able to get a nice steal on the other end, but unable to create anything in transition, so they'll slow it down. There's the Wilcox up top to Ale. She's going to pull up from mid-range. Can't connect. Now Leah Holmes guarded by Aaliyah Hayes. Alani, she's going to try it for her first 3 of the second half. No good. Great defense by Solano, but a foul is called.
Great job down the post right there by Crosswhite. She wasn't necessarily getting the ball, but she got those 2 offensive rebounds to get those second chance opportunities, and now she's going to the line rewarded for it.
So now Kimani Wilburn will sub in for Ale Ibarra.
Yeah, and I think in the second half, Crosswhite really is going to have to get something going on offense for Marin to have a chance in this game.
First free throw for Crosswhite. It's too strong. The second is good. So now just an 8-point lead for Solano with 7:20 to go. Wilburn thought about it, but she's going to drive in, lose the ball, and it is going to be stolen by Crosswhite.
Good defense there by Marin, sticking to their zone defense and sliding over when the ball is moving around.
Crosswhite calling for it down low.
And she's going to get a foul call. Shot it by right next to 3 Solano defenders. But nonetheless, got contact. So now 2 shots at the line.
Yeah, she's been drawing a lot of attention this entire game. Granted, she has been one of the best players in the conference, so that's valid, I would say. And it's been working so far for Solano on the defensive end, holding her to only 5 points.
Crosswhite 2 for 2 from the line. So now Dixon looking for someone to get open. Dixon going to drive in, look for someone, going to find Amari Mason down low, wide open for an easy 2 points.
What a play by Dixon right there, taking the ball herself and faking the fade that she usually has been taking all game and finding a Mason down below for the wide open layup.
And good defense right there as Marin throws it away. So it's going to be a turnover on the Mariners, and Solano will get ball. 33-25 with 6:20 to go in this third quarter. Solano looking to make it a 10-point lead. Dixon on the wing, guarded by Samantha Morris. All the way up top for three. Great pass. Amari Mason able to get the finish. What a pass from Ibarra right there. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better placement.
Yeah, I mean, she can do it all. She can pass the ball. She can rebound the ball. She can shoot. She's pulled up from mid-range a couple times this game. I mean, she's what you say, a demigod.
Another steal for Solano as Mason's going to go coast to coast and get the easy 2 points. And just like that, this Solano crowd is loud. Timeout called. Both sides will talk things over, as it is now a 12-point lead for Solano. And that's exactly how you answer to start this third quarter.
Yeah, really great fast start. You guys mentioned the fatigue for Marin, and I think that's kind of showing already because Solano's running them up and down the court, getting turnovers, getting easy transition baskets. So really good start for Solano here.
Yeah, and Mason has really picked it up in the second half, just finding her open shots, and her teammates around her are finding her open. I mean, she has 21 points right now, and she's really been picking it up for the Solano team in the second half.
Yeah, 21 points, 9 for 19 from the field, and she's made 3 threes so far this game. Put that into perspective, nobody else in this game has more than 10 points, and Mason is at 21.
Yeah, Solano's already has 8 points to start this third quarter, and we're barely halfway through, so they've been making all their shots.
So now both sides will come out from the timeout. Again, it is 37-25. Solano up.
Yeah, Marin needs to get a good shot here to kind of slow down Solano and get some momentum going on offense.
Marin looking for a shot. 10 seconds left to go. And a three is good.
And that was a big shot there because that really kind of quieted the Solano crowd and kind of gave Marin kind of a chance to breathe a little bit.
That's her fourth three of the night for Alani Leomidi.
Now it definitely takes some momentum away from Solano as they have started red hot for this third quarter, and maybe that'll get something going for Marin.
Zamari Mason gonna try it. Bit of a Kobe shot right there as she gets fouled.
Yeah, this is looking to be a big night for Amari Mason.
First shot from Mason is good.
It's crazy to believe she has 23 points, but those were her first free throws of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been scoring from anywhere but the free throw line this game.
Yeah, she's taken a lot of threes so far this game, and I feel like normally she's more of an inside player, so her being able to come out the gates shooting for three is huge for her in this Solano team. As Marin, great pass down low, but no good. Dixon with the rebound. They're going to push in transition. Here's Macy Wilcox.
Great defense by Ibarra on the defensive end for Solano.
All the way up top. She's going to pull the midi. A little bit too strong, as this time Sherman gets the rebound from Marin. 4 minutes left to go in this game. Here's Crosswhite on Ale Ibarra. That time it's good. And I know we said she was a little bit quiet in that first half, so it is good to see her taking her shot down low.
Yeah, and that was the first time I think we've really seen her look for her shot in the post, so good sign there from Marin.
Especially with Ibarra guarding her, too.
Yep.
Dixon on the wing. She's going to try to shoot it for 3. Offline. And a rebound for Sherman. And Alani Leonetti will take it up. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this third quarter. It is a 9-point lead for Solano. Marin's got to look for something right here. Down low pass. Foul is called, and it's going to be a travel. So another turnover for Marin.
That was a great pass by Crosswhite to kick it out to the outside of the post because she was doubled right there. It's just they get a turnover.
So now both Ale and Wilburn will take a seat. So it's a bit of a smaller lineup for Solano right here. We'll see what they could do with this rotation.
Could see Marin be more aggressive in the post with the players such as Crosswhite with this smaller lineup for the Falcons.
And that ball is going to be jump ball. It will stay Marin ball, but that is a great effort by Macy Wilcox.
Very smart by her to know that she's going to get into that triple threat and just try and steal the ball from her. And it is going to be Solano ball.
And as you guys can see in the background, that was Abram Bennett, Justice Wilson. And they do have a game at 7:30 right after this women's game, which we will be broadcasting. So make sure you stay tuned for that. As Dixon tries a 3 but can't get it. But a great rebound by Mason. But the mid-range is no good. Another offensive rebound, and is swatted out of bounds by Sherman, so it will stay Solano ball.
It's a great rebound by Mason right there. She didn't even have the box out and only had one hand on the ball and just took it from the opposing player.
Down low pass to Mason. Close shot, but it's too strong. Whistle blown, and Jay Dixon will earn a chance for 2 at the line.
Yeah, and with Solano going kind of a small ball lineup, they're still rebounding at a really good rate against this Marin team, so that's a really good sign for them.
So it looks like that foul was on the ground, so they will pass it inbounds. Dixon going to throw it way out to Macy Wilcox. She's going to drive in, can't get the layup, and both teams fight for the ball as the ref runs over, and it's going to be a Marin ball.
I like the effort by Dixon right there, though. I mean, all game she's been racking up boards. That's her 9th rebound of the game, leading the entire tied for the lead in the game with Crosswhite.
Yeah, that's kind of what she is. She's a pest on the defensive side, but you got to make sure to watch her because you never know when she can get an offensive rebound. So that's kind of just her game. As Crosswhite gets swatted away by Mason. Gonna go coast to coast, pull up in transition, but it's no good.
She's so fast taking it down the court in transition. She's too, like we've said, she's too fast for her own good sometimes.
Now here's Alani Leonetti. She's at 12 points tonight. Down low pass to Sherman. Got Mason jumping. Here's Crosswhite. And that is going to be a foul, so an and 1 for Isabel Crosswhite.
They got the mismatch right there with Crosswhite guarded by Dixon, and she got the and 1.
Yeah. And now Ale Ibarra is coming in.
Yeah, this is going to be a really crucial minute, 32 seconds for Marin because this is still just a 7-point game. So if they can just string together more stops and get good shots on offense, this is very well for the taking.
The 3-point play is good by Isabel. So now a 6-point lead for Solano. There's Gervasani on the wing. Back out to Dixon. Swinging around the horn. They've done that constantly all game, and they're going to find the open 3, just a bit short. Offensive rebound from Dixon. Going to put it up. Too strong, but she gets the whistle to blow. So another 2 points at the line for Jay Dixon.
And those second chance points have been huge for Solano on the offensive end tonight. Mason causing the offensive rebound right there. Great play by her.
First one is good for Dixon. Dixon, the second one is no good. As Crosswhite gets the rebound, it is just a 7-point lead for Solano with a minute to go in this third quarter. Here's Samantha Morris. Look for something. Back out to Aaliyah Holmes. Bit of a triangle formation right there. They're going to give it down low. And swatted away by Ibarra. We've seen a couple of those tonight, and it looks like it's going to be keep racking up. But a travel as the whistle is blown. That's on Aaliyah Hayes.
Yeah, Barra's had a really good game on both sides of the ball. And right there, I think that's her second or third swat on Crosswhite tonight.
Yeah, she seems to be Crosswhite's kryptonite on the defensive end so far.
So now just 40 seconds left to go. I'm going to give it to Sherman in the corner. Alani for three, way too short. An offensive rebound by Crosswhite. And one. Great shot by Samantha Morris.
Yeah, Barra just wanted to get that swat again, trying to get her fifth of the game, but just misses and causes the foul.
So now just a 5-point lead with a chance to make it 4. Too strong. Marin needed that. So here's Aaliyah Hayes. Just 15 seconds left to go. They're going to slow it down and get the final shot of this quarter, which I think is smart. We'll see what they can do with it.
You know, it seems like Solano has had the momentum this entire quarter, but Marin has cut the lead down to 5.
And Ella Govasani just unable to keep that ball as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Solano has struggled a little bit on offense here in the third quarter, and Marin, the last 2-3 minutes, has really capitalized off of that.
3 seconds left. They got to look for something. Gonna shoot it. It's deep, but it's too strong. And with the buzzer ringing, that means it is the 4th and final quarter of the game. Just a 5-point lead for Solano. This game, like you said, Holden, it looks like Solano has had the momentum, but it is still just a 5-point game. This is still anybody's game to win.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mason really for Solano is going to have to take over here in this 4th quarter. I mean, she's been the leading scorer this entire game for them, and she's the only player with over double digits on their team, and she has 23 so far on the game. So I think she's going to really have to step up in this 4th quarter for Solano.
I would definitely agree on the offensive side. She started off the half with 21 points, was it?
Yeah, 21.
And so she only had 2 points in that whole quarter. So very curious to see how she goes in the 4th. And if I'm Coach Borchert, me personally, I would start Wilburn in this 4th quarter. Give Ale Barra her rest, maybe just for a couple of minutes. And then afterwards, you know, maybe at the 5 mark or so, bring in Ale and see what she could do for Crosswhite, as we know she is a great scorer inside.
Yeah, and Ibarra, offensively this game, she's not done a lot in the scoring category, but she's played great defense. She's had a lot of good passes, rebounding, so she's such a versatile player that her impact goes far beyond just the scoring numbers.
Yeah, and look for that fatigue to start settling in for Marin too on both ends of the floor, as they only played 5 players in that second half. It looks like Chappelle is out for the rest of the game. So Solano might be doing some more rotations as well to keep their players fresh in this 4th quarter.
And foul trouble could be an issue late. Ibarra and Dixon, I believe, both have 3 fouls, so that could be an issue if Marin gets the ball down low, draws fouls.
Solano will start with the ball to start this 4th quarter.
So this fourth quarter is now underway as Amari Mason is going to get the ball. And she's going to go for a mid-range jumper, but it can't connect. Now just a 5-point lead for Solano. Top of the key, here is Leah Holmes. Eight seconds left to go. This Marin team has to find something. This is going to be a 3 from Holmes, and it's good.
That is a huge shot here at the start of this fourth quarter. Now it's only a 2-point lead for Solano.
She was 0 for 5 to start the game from deep. She has now hit her first 3 of the night. And is now just a 2-point lead for Solano. Here's Ibarra up top. No good. Rebounded Hayes. Foul on the ground. Great hustle by Leah Hayes there.
Yeah, and Marin not the best rebounding team, just I believe 35 boards on the season a game. So Solano could look to take advantage of that in the fourth quarter and get those second chance points that we've been talking about all night.
So now Dixon's going to take it up, and he's going to find Wilcox. So here's a bar down low. And the jump ball is called.
It will be Marin's ball.
Go the other way, yeah. That was Matea Sherman.
Great defensive play by Marin right there. And Solano's going back to their full court press they started the game with. We haven't seen it since the first quarter. Most likely taking advantage of the fatigue starting to set in for Marin.
Here's Sherman. Holmes, and now here's Alani. Not a lot of movement for this Marin team. A lot of passes, but nothing getting open as Crosswhite shoots a mid-range, but it's no good. As Amari Mason was able to track down that rebound, but it got stolen. And a foul is called, so it will now go the other way. That was on Marin. So Solano ball with just 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter.
Seems like Solano got a tough or a good, nice little break right there as they were about to turn the ball over, but refs are going over something right now.
I think they might have switched it to Marin ball.
Yeah, it looks like it. Not entirely sure what the call was there, but nonetheless, it will be Marin ball with a fresh 30 seconds to go.
Possibly Mason stepped out when she made that pass that got intercepted. So
very well could be Holden. So here's cross right, gonna pass it out. Here's Sherman for deep, too strong, and rebounded by Mason as she hits the ground, and they're gonna call that a travel.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. She was just going up too strong for that rebound and fell. I mean, I wouldn't say her feet were set for that to be a travel.
I think I would have to disagree with that call. I don't think her feet are set. But Coach Borcher looks as calm as possibly can be on that bench, so it looks like nothing too much to argue about.
Ladies and gentlemen, stick around after this game. You'll see the men's team in action next.
There's Alani. She's at 12 points tonight. Out to Holmes, who just hit a 3 earlier in this quarter. Alani going to try for 3 again, but it's too strong, and a great rebound by Ibarra. We'll pass it up to Mason. Dixon going to go baseline, and it was almost stolen by Sherman. Tipped out of bounds, so it will stay Solano ball.
Yeah, and both these teams have come out in this fourth quarter really active on the defensive side of the ball. Active hands, deflections, forcing turnovers. So a really good sign for both of these teams.
Yeah, Marin doesn't seem to be really tired going into this fourth quarter, which is very interesting because they only have 5 players playing. So,
well, I think they are used to it. I know in their last game, Crosswhite did play 40 minutes as Jay Dixon gets called for the travel. But this team, it's clear they've been shorthanded all season. They're no stranger to running all game.
Yeah, and their pace and energy has been really well to start this fourth quarter. If they can just get their shots to fall, they could take the lead away from Solano.
There's Crosswhite down low, working on Ibarra. No good, and another great defensive stop for Ibarra. She's been all over Crosswhite tonight. And it's been crucial as a great pass from Macy Wilcox down low to Amari Mason.
That was a beautiful play by her, just bringing the ball inside and finding Mason wide open for the wide open layup.
So now 42-38, the first point scored since the 9-minute mark, I believe. This Crosswhite going to work on Ibarra again, and how about it? Another block for Ibarra.
Not a lot of movement from Marin on offense these last few possessions.
Marin almost able to get that ball back, but it went out of bounds, so it will stay Solano ball.
Yeah, I believe that was Ibarra's 6th block. So she's been huge on the defensive end for Solano tonight.
Here's Jay Dixon up top. Signing on the wing. 15 seconds left to go. On this shot clock. Wilcox on the wing. They're going to swing it down low to Ibarra. She's going to work on Crosswhite. And she's going to get an easy 2 points.
That's straight bully ball right there by Ibarra. She's taking advantage of the momentum she's had all game.
6:10 left to go in this fourth quarter. A deep three by Marin was no good. That was Alani Leonetti. As that ball goes way into the locker rooms. Don't know where that ref went. Narnia, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, Marin just has not had any movement these last few possessions. And right there, they're kind of just forcing it a little bit, chucking up shots from the perimeter. So I think they should slow it down. A lot of time left in this game. Get good shots.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt about that, David. As Marin still able to keep ball. And good defense by Mason, but she touched it last. Another great defensive possession. That time it was Macy Wilcox. So now how about a third time? So here's Sherman, pass by Holmes.
Solano is not letting them get inside at all.
Here's Holmes gonna try it from deep. A little bit too strong.
It stays Marin's ball. Wow. I thought Crosswhite touched that last.
Yeah, I totally thought Crosswhite tipped that. But a new fresh 30 for Marin. We'll see what they could do this time around. There's Alani up top. It's going to be Maya Sherman. And low Crosswhite, and I don't know if that was blocked or not, but it was still great defense nonetheless by Ibarra. Great pass. Wide open layup from Macy Wilcox, and you know she's not going to miss that. And now this Solano crowd is roaring.
Yeah, that fatigue definitely, I think, is starting to set in now. They're not getting back on defense as fast as they have been, and Solano's taking advantage of that with those deep passes down the court, finding those open layups.
And right in front of us at the broadcasting booth is the Solano volleyball team. They've been great support for this basketball team in the crowd. Definitely keeping this energy alive in this gym.
Yeah, and I mean, what a pass by Dixon right there. Like, we've seen that multiple times tonight. Just another phenomenal play by her.
Yeah, that's kind of what they've been doing in this second half, just spreading the ball around to different players, just finding open shots no matter who it is. I mean, Mason has been their leading scorer with 25, but she's only scored about 6 points this quarter, or this half, excuse me. So they've really been spreading the ball around well this half.
There's the volleyball team right there, all waves from them. Good energy, like I said. as Solano is looking to close this game out. Just 5 more minutes left to go in this game. Without Julia Wright, it seems to be no problem so far. We'll see how they can close it out.
The only thing I will say is they have struggled from 3. The only player to make a 3 tonight has been Amari Mason. So
really?
It seems like they've been missing one aspect of the game in this game. It's definitely been their shooting from the 3-point arc. Nonetheless, they're still up by 8.
Now here's number 33, Alani Leonetti will take it up. 46-38, Solano up. A good drive. That was Samantha Morris. And the ball goes into Narnia again. This time not too bad, though. He's back out there.
Yeah, he made sure to hustle up to get that one. He didn't want it to roll any further.
Ball's inbounds. Sherman, and now Holmes taking it up. 14 seconds in the shot clock. Got to look for something quick. Good drive. And it's going to be fouled. Mari Mason is going to get the foul right there.
That was a really good defensive possession by Solano. Just unfortunately could not capitalize and ended a foul there and 2 free throws from Marin.
So Labara is now coming in from Macy Wilcox. Great run from Macy. First one by Sherman is no good. And with time running down, these are free throws you gotta hit. You gotta take any point you could get, and they call them free throws for a reason.
Yeah, every point, especially in the 4th quarter, is crucial, like you said. And she misses both right there. Tough break.
Dixon, cross-court pass to Gervasoni. Why not? Let it fly. Cash!
Wow. Nothing but net by Gervasoni. And this crowd is on fire right now.
Yeah, and I think you can kind of feel the energy pulling away right now between Solano and Marin.
49-38, Solano up. And that's Solano ball. Great 3 by Gervasoni right there to change the momentum. We'll see what they can do with it on this possession. Here's Dixon. Whistle blown as Coach Borcher calls a timeout. We'll talk some things over.
Interesting timeout there is they had momentum and they had just had a spark lit on fire for the team. So, I mean,
I would have to agree with you. I do think it might be a little too early to call a timeout, but you never know what's going on in the coach's mind. Maybe he saw something he didn't like, want to talk things over. You know how it goes. And wow, great floor there. Beautiful gym. Beautiful. So now Leah Hayes caught in bounds, and now here's Dixon, top of the key with just 4 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Here's a Gervasoni, same spot she just hit it through. Swings the rock to Aaliyah Hayes, pull up mid-range, no good, and that's going to stay Solano ball.
great job by Gervasoni right there to know she just wasn't the one that touched the ball, and she saw it going out of bounds and just freed her hands away from the ball, knowing she didn't want to touch it.
There's Dixon going to pass it to Mason. No good.
Yeah. Marin needs points on this possession.
Yeah, no, I would definitely agree. You got to look for something. But with Ole Ibarra down low, I mean, that's easier said than done.
They just have no movement right now.
They're going to drive in, and another block. by Ibarra.
She's a beast on the defensive end, man.
Here's Dixon. Bit of a tough pass. I think that hit the ref's head, actually. Hope he's okay.
The ref tried to like smoothly weave that pass, and he got hit, unfortunately.
Here's Aaliyah Holmes. She's at 5 points tonight. Gonna pass to Alani.
Ooh, good play by Mason.
Low pass to Morris as she shoots and banks it in. That's her 5th point of the night. So now we're back to a 9-point game.
They've got to get quick stops on the defensive end, force turnovers, get out in transition, because they're under 3 minutes now to go.
Deep three from Gervasani, a little bit too strong. So now here's Alani. Mariners with a good stop. That's exactly what they need. They just got to score. Here's Alani for 3. Can't get it. Good rebound by Mason, who's going to push to Aaliyah Hayes. Bumps in, no foul, gets the rebound. There it is, but no and one. But will still get a chance for 2 points.
Great effort there by Hayes to get her own rebound. As she was running down the court, she wanted to get that layup, and hopefully she'll be rewarded with that offensive rebound with these 2 free throw shots.
Yeah, and Marin just cannot allow to let Solano get second and third chance opportunities, so this is a really big possession.
As the first one is good for Leah Hayes. That's going to put her at 7 points on the night. And she goes 2 for 2 and is now Solano's 2nd highest score. Macy Wilcox subs in for Gervasani. So Marin going a little bit slower than I would like. I think you got to push this tempo right here with an 11-point lead and only 2 minutes to go.
Definitely.
8 seconds left on the shot clock. She's going to pull up for 3. It's no good and rebounded by Ale Ibarra. Got to look for someone as she travels. Nobody was open, so not a lot she could do there.
Good defense by Crosswhite to just kind of pummel her into that out of bounds. She knew she didn't want to step out, and she jumped because of it, causing a travel.
So now ball's in play. Here's Holmes. Gonna pick and pop with Sherman. Working on Aaliyah Hayes. Gonna go baseline. Can't get the layup to connect as it. Dixon gets the rebound. Good pass. And that's a travel. So Solano playing a little sloppy right now.
Fortunately, Marin has not been able to capitalize off of that.
Yeah. Deep 3, no good that time by Alani. Chance to put it up, and it was cleanly blocked by Amari Mason. She has a couple of those today.
That's Solano's 10th block of the game, compared to Marin's 1 block of the game so far.
Yeah, great defensive performance from Solano right here. This is who their identity is. We knew going into this game it was going to be a great defensive team, and they've done exactly that. As that ball is stolen by Marin. So now the clock stops with just 54 seconds left.
Once again, Alani is no good from 3. Kind of been in a cold spell since the first half. Solano going to slow it down as the clock winds down. Just over 30 seconds left in this game.
Here's Dixon, just going to hold the ball, 8 seconds left to go. They're going to have to get one shot off as there's 20 seconds left. It's going to be Dixon from deep. He's too strong, but at this point in the game, does not matter. One last 3 from Marin is no good. And with just 4.5 seconds left to go in this game, we can almost say it is over.
Yeah, it was a great defensive performance by Solano in this game, and they took advantage of that fourth quarter of having more rotational players than Marin, and that gives them the W.
Yeah, and I know earlier in the game I totally thought that it was going to be a high-scoring game. I know I said that sometime in the broadcast. I guess I was just underrating Solano's defense, as they are clearly great.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, Solano had more turnovers than Marin, having 22 on the game. It's just Solano was able to capitalize more on Marin's turnovers, having 19 points off of their turnovers, while Marin only had 8 points off of Solano's 22 turnovers.
And make sure you guys don't go anywhere, as we should be getting an interview right about now. It's going to be Amari Mason. She had a great game tonight. 25 points and 14 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, she lit a spark for that offense in that first half and really kept them that lead that they had that entire first half, and she played phenomenal tonight. 10 of 25 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3. Only one of 2 players to make a 3 tonight for Solano.
What's up, Amari? Great game.
Thank you.
Great game from you and your team. I just want to let you know you did have 25 points and 14 rebounds tonight. How are you feeling out there?
I'm feeling pretty good, Played through the whole game. I had to execute our plays, to make it good.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask you, how are you able to find your spot so well on the offensive end, getting an open shot almost every time you shoot it?
I mean, you just got to get into it really make sure you get enough shots.
Could you? Yeah, there you go. It's just a little hard to hear you.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
You really do got to find your spot and just get into the good rhythm before the game, so in the game you'll be ready.
And lastly, I'm going to just let you go just after this quick question. I know you guys have Laney coming up on the schedule. What are you guys going to do to make sure you guys can win that game?
Practice hard, play hard, make sure we execute our plays, and play good defense.
All right. Thank you, Amari, for your time. Great game tonight.
Thank you.
And that is going to be all for tonight as Solano wins 51-40. Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Drew Kirby. I had the pleasure of sharing the booth with Holden Beers and David Bailey tonight. Make sure you catch our next broadcast on basketball on January 31st, where the women's play Laney at 5:30 and the men's host Alameda at 7:30. But right before that, we do have one game right now, 7:30. The men's will play Marin. If you guys want to watch, you can always tune in. That will be live streamed as well. Once again, thank you all for listening, and until next time, take care.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting, whether you're commentating a live game,
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
It's more than just sports, it's an education.